A lot of fresh blood just don't know, just didn't know that I played games, man. Shit is crazy, right? People just thought I just showed up in the FGC just with a microphone in my hand. Fuck it, let's commentate, man. I'm gonna bring in the new era. I'm gonna usher in the new era. Nah, man.
Oh, he's so Pringles. Where your curly mustache at?
So for people that don't know, did this segment with EVO. It is titled The Matches That Made Me. I think I had, 5 matches to pick? There were so many matches I could have picked, but those are like the top 5 that kind of like caught my attention like the quickest when he asked me the question. So shout out to Esteban, shout out to EVO FGC. They got their own separate channel now to just build content around the history of the FGC, which is pretty dope. Got a solid team too to do it. So big shout out to the boys out there. Ruby, I see you. I know you part of that team, bro. Think I don't fucking know the privilege? Huh? You Illuminati now. Cat Williams is talking about you, bro. All right, here we go.
Whoa! Yipes! 3-0! Look at him! Look at him! Look at me! He is feeling himself right now. This is the East Coast venue right now.
My name is Michael Mendoza, but I'm known in the world of the FGC as IFCYipeS, and I am a commentator slash... I definitely lost weight since then. This was at Frosty's. I kick your ass slash. And these are the matches that made.
Let's go. You hear this out?
Yo, shout out to whoever got the footage. A lot of this footage you got to really dig to find it. So let me see if he actually caught everything. Seasons Meetings was like the premier spot for Marvel vs. Capcom 2 tournaments. It was in the Midwest, Columbus, Ohio, in a spot called Momo's. It had everything there, karaoke, food, you name it. We had nowhere to go. All we had was Mostics and Marvel 2. And that was pretty much like a spot where we would look do at like the crowd, my boy. And stuff like that. So like me versus Justin Wong, for example. That was the first of 7. That was the, damn, I remember that. So Chris Schmidt is a godlike Marvel 2 player at the time. So you know how it was heavy back in the day with like East Coast versus West Coast? He was one of those guys we had to worry about on the West side every single time. And he is one of the only few that defeated me, Justin, and Sanford Kelly. So that's kind of like why this has a big of a story. But big rival of mine, off of the strength that he had style just like me, the way I rushed down and mixed up, et cetera, et cetera. But he was doing it on the West Coast and I was doing it on the East. So it was like the battle of like who had the best crossovers, who had the best Magneto, and who was just the best in terms of ultimate supremacy in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. The greatest opening gambit. Bit of a long stretch of a story here, nothing too crazy, but we first battled it out at EVO 2005. I actually beat him in top 8. So that was the first time I ever got to know Chris Schmidt. Now in between time, like he was getting stronger and stronger, better and better, leading into Seasons Meetings 2008. And he was just like the talk of the town. I remember he won EVO West as well. Like he was just like really strong throughout that whole season. So coming up to Seasons Meetings 2008, I had a big money match with Justin Wong and he whooped my ass. It was like 10-4. Took a little bit of cash as well. So, but that actually like- He did whoop my ass.
Throughout that whole tournament, and I was just like washing everybody. Until I bumped into him in the finals, which is Chris Schmidt, and he whooped my ass silly, like it was pretty bad. And then what made it even worse was that he was doing it with my team, and he was kind of doing like the same tactics that I was doing, so. Damn, they was popping some shit. You hear this? Yo, look at the Dreamcast, the sticks and shit. It would have been better if there was a Mod stick there, but I ain't complaining. He's known as a bit of an ex-copier from what people was telling me on the West Coast, so it was kind of crazy that I'm getting hit with like my own mix-ups. I'm like, shit, is that cheap? I didn't know, yeah. So it was like that one. But yeah, he whooped my ass. And I had to hold that L for like 2 years. It was one of the harshest L's, I will say that. It's generally because, you know, the East Coast, West Coast beef was like so serious in terms of the rivalry. And the fact that they took that championship home and like I had to hear about it back home, it was pretty, it was hitting my pride a little bit, I ain't gonna hold you. So that just gave me motivation to stay sharp until I bumped into him again. Pretty much. So I need reasons like that because like people was doubting me like, man, you won't beat this guy when you see him next time. And that actually gave me like that hype. I put that battery on my back to whoop his ass next time I saw him.
So like that was 2008. Then 2009 came along, Caesar's Beatings. He didn't show up, so I didn't enter the tournament. And then he came back in 2010, and that's when I got my redemption. And that's what led to this particular match.
Justin TV. Yeah, I remember this. This is the last game.
East Coast for sure. Around the corner, Marvel 3 was around the corner, so like we all knew we was gonna take a backseat of Marvel 2 for a while. So it was one of those things where like I had to make it count. So, and it was like the biggest Caesar's Beatings too, like in terms of the crowd and stuff like that. There was like a lot of sick events going on, so like the crowd was just so serious.
And that's 4 games. 4-1 for Yipes. 4 games to 1. Chris can't be happy about it. It was his game. It was his time, and he let it go.
Man, they found the footage, boy.
Short work. This is a statement, you know. I'm the best in the world.
But, you know, and even though we was in the Midwest, like you had some of the guys on the West Coast there, but it was kind of East Coast heavy. If you go and watch the footage, like you're gonna see people like cheering for me and stuff like that. But that pressure of everybody.
Yo, that's 08 Yipes. Woo!
Is what made that event even more special. I had to show out, or else I had to hold that L forever.
Just didn't work out, but he got the side-lock. Can he stop him?
Damn, we almost trampled Chris Schmidt. My bad, Chris. I just peeped that. My bad. Damn, look at my boy Remix, bro. That's Remix right there, guys. If y'all don't know, the guy on the left right there, damn, that's my bro. Damn, son, that is my guy, boy. Hold on, let me just see him again. Damn, bro, rest in peace, my brother.
It is redemption. Redemption for IFCYipeS.
Magneto.
My words of wisdom, and I will not repeat it.
Okay, so now on the first player side, we have Eduardo Perez playing Balrog. On the second player side, we have IFCYipeS playing Abel.
Marvel 2 didn't really take a back seat, but like Super Street Fighter 4 was serious that year, right? Wasn't that difficult, especially since I had like camaraderie with some of the best players on the East Coast, you know? And for those that remember Empire Arcadia. So I used to roll with them, and I had some serious competition all the time, to be sharp. So, you know, I had guys like Sanford Kelly, Dominion, Jago, you know what I mean, to keep me sharp, Sean. I humbled myself knowing that I wasn't better than those guys, but I always aim high to be better than those guys, try to. So just having that mentality gave me more of an aim to like really step my game up. So I always knew those guys was better than me in Street Fighter. You know what I mean? Like I was always strong in Marvel, but Street Fighter, I seen how strong they was, so I always wanted to get to that level. So I used that as motivation. And to be honest, I just made friends. That's what made it
This
easier.
is a good guy right here. I like this guy.
I commend them for having like the multiple skills in multiple games, and to juggle it properly in a good balance. I give it up for my comrades.
Oh my God!
Nice jump back fierce.
Oh. Yipes in control.
So IFCYipeS takes this first game.
I really can't believe, like, no offense, yes, but how far he has gone in this event.
I always knew him as one of the killers from Puerto Rico. And back in the day, he was known as VVV Scrub. I don't know if anybody remembers that. So, you know, the birth of PR Balrog, I think it was just when he did leave VVV. That was like an old school sponsor for people that don't know. But I always knew him from just way back then in like Puerto Rico. Like I heard about this kid coming up. That was about it. We just got cool like on some like friend tit competitively. But the first time we actually played each other was in Street Fighter, Super Street Fighter 4 in that tournament.
Oh my God. No, right?
I played Abel, he played Balrog. First time I really played a really good Balrog like that, even though I had like experience against like Javits and stuff like that. But PR Balrog's reactions and footsies was ridiculous. But the edge that I had was I had a cheap ass character, I had Abel. So anytime I knocked him down, he had to guess twice as hard as me. So that's how the match went. And you know, every knockdown that I scored, the fans, the homies, everybody was just getting more excited, and I was pumping me up. So it gave me more energy to whoop his ass too.
Damn, that shit is cheap, boy. Step kick, you gotta guess. That shit is +1, boy.
Everyone getting really hyping here for IFCYipeS.
This was kind of like showing the world that I'm not just a Marvel player. And it kind of stuck like throughout that whole year because I was placing pretty well in a lot of tournaments throughout that year. But that was just like a statement to let people know that I'm here and I play other games as well.
And IFCYipeS
Yo, Joe was wilding out, son.
Balrog.
got to put it up now. He's got to teleport over there.
Yes.
But he's not going to get a meter.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That hard tag was huge.
You know, me coming from Marvel 2, I was pretty much the bully. So, like, going into a new game, people's like, this guy's old. He don't got what it takes. You know, that type of shit talk. But, you know, it was just a perfect opportunity because at that time, around that summertime, I was playing a lot of Marvel 3, and that was, like, the best that I've played. I just felt good about myself. So, going into Summer Jam, and then what made it more important leading to Chris G is that I had to bump into more West Coast guys, so I had to play, like, Fnatic. I remember Knives was there, too. So, like, it was a big thing because it was, like, East and West at the time. So, it was pretty cool that at the finals, it was an East Coast thing. And I was coming out of losers, so that's what made it worse. But
Smile, a knowing glance, and IFCipeS.
I had a great time this tournament. I'm not gonna lie. I was feeling it. I was in tunnel vision. I remember.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was just having a good time. I don't know if anybody watched the footage. I was listening to music that whole time. I was listening to Jadakiss. You know what I mean? The Locks. And I was just locked in, man.
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, here at the Sheraton Suites, brought to you by Big E's Gaming and all the illustrious sponsors that you just saw listed on your screen.
I can't believe I picked fucking Spencer on Chris G, bro. This is almost impossible to win.
The game styles in terms of Marvel 2, Marvel 3 were pretty similar. The only difference was the assists just didn't have invo frames like it did before. Like, it wasn't like good anti-airs. I mean, with the exception of like Hager and Trombone, of course, at the time, with Vanilla. But those characters kind of got nerfed in terms of assists. But that was it. In terms of the meta and the pace of the game, it was kind of the same. Execution barrier was a little different. I would say Marvel 3 is a little more easier than Marvel 2. It's less taxing.
Oh, and we
Real shit, it is. It really is.
Get back. Get back.
Yo, Dante, yay.
Level 1.
No bringing vertical here. That's easy pickup.
I wouldn't say he peaked, because at the time when I beat him, he had Morgan, Doom, Akuma. But it's funny enough, that was a tournament that made him decide to drop Akuma and then go full-fledged Virgil. But in terms of the Morgan Doom, it was ridiculous still. And obviously with time, it got even more ridiculous because as he traveled, more tournaments he entered, the more fierce he became, right?
Yep, next factor.
Yeah, hold that shit, Chris. If you watching, yeah, I got a couple of dubs on you, fucker. That was a Chris G, man. You need guys like Chris G to push you to get better. You need guys like that. So at the time, the fact that he was cooking.
That I learned from Marvel 2 is what really helped out in that matchup. Because, you know, again, like the differences is in Marvel 2, you had like good anti-air assists like Captain Commando. You could just like dead the screen of what's going on. So like imagine Captain Commando in Marvel 3 versus Dr. Doom. Like if Dr. Doom comes out, Commando comes out, blah, he's out of there. I mean, but in this case in Marvel 3, we didn't have the opportunity, so.
Oh, this is perfect for Yipes. You couldn't ask for a better turn of events. He's got meter, he gets 2 characters.
With
Man,
using good
BT.
assists like that, it was more about bobbing and weaving, and that's what kind of added to the patience, because I was always good like with movement, naturally. So I would have to jot it down to patience.
Mixed up, cross up,
Nice shot. Put the swords up.
No, you gotta worry about the raging demon. Yeah, you got
See the footsies to stand fierce though.
Smart stuff.
He was trying to demon the whole time though.
Still in control. Gotta worry about this X Factor. Got him. And the combo plus mix up. Finisher food. Broken tears. IFCipeS takes Summer Jam.
That was it. And what made it special was it's like, that's what cemented me even more that I was a really good Marvel 3 player, because people didn't believe that I could get to that level. And then when I beat him, then people started talking and giving me my time.
Damn, you found this? What the fuck? Where you found this at? Yeah.
So, as you may have heard,
Kind of had to kill the ice there because a lot of people didn't like Chris G to win. So I just want to let people know that it was that fucking tough, and that was commendable for sure.
And he said he's been practicing, and he's gonna make sure.
Damn, some big body Mendoza, son. You see the slim down though?
Yipes is capable of being the best.
See the slim down though?
That was the first ever Capcom Cup, which made it cool. The Marvel 3 portion, though, it was a fan vote. And it's crazy because at that time, I wasn't really playing. I was kind of pursuing more of the commentator side of things around that time. So I really wasn't putting that much work in terms of practicing and entering tournaments. So I was kind of down on myself at that time. I was like, man, I don't want to get voted in there. And plus, Flocker, you know, he just won the EVO championship that year, so I felt like he should have took the spot. But no, people was actually rooting for me, man. It was like, hey, we want you in here, no matter what. Like, we know you guys, you haven't been playing, but you're one of my favorite players. And I'm getting this like great reaction from like all the supporters out there saying that they want me in there. And I got voted in. I think I got like 4th in voting, but that's what locked it in. And of course, you know,
damn, this guy, yo, whoever found the footage is amazing.
You know, he wanted to see the drama, and Champ been talking shit throughout the whole freaking year.
Oh shit, what I say? Hold on.
And it was like, hey, we want you in here, no matter what. Like, we know you guys, you haven't been playing, but you're one of my favorite players. And I'm getting this like great reaction from like all the supporters out there saying that they want me in there. And I got voted in. I think I got like 4th in voting, but that's what locked it in. And of course, you know, Combo Fiend was running things at the time, so you know, he wanted to see the drama. And Champ been talking shit throughout the whole freaking year. Saying that same exact thing, like, hey, Yipes ain't a competitor, dog, you know what I mean? Like, stuff like that, so.
You need to take off the headphones.
Okay.
And place them right in front of you.
Okay.
Right here, see this TV, right here?
Yeah.
Right
damn,
here,
yo, Curly.
Right
How can I talk, though?
You're the player, you're not supposed to talk.
No, I'm both. I'm dual. I could do both. Unlike you could just only do commentary or run events. You can't play and do the same thing. I do the same.
And, you know, there was more shit in between.
I like that.
That was getting me upset, you know what I mean, to hype me up. But yeah, Champs, Combo Fiend set it up for me. And I know the people been waiting for that matchup for like the whole time, especially like watching from the curly mustache pop-offs to just, you know, FGTV shenanigans. Set it up first round and I whooped his ass and it felt so good.
Phoenix down!
Yo, come on, talk to me, guys. 1 or 2.
Yo, Combo Fiend was tripping,
What do you
boy.
feel now?
Very
1 or
smart
2.
of Yipes to pick this team, even though this is not his go-to. He's done his homework.
Because like now I had even more ammunition to just talk shit, you know what I mean? Because I've been just letting them yap. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm like, okay.
You lost again.
I didn't even see that. Okay.
Of course you didn't see that. You're not a player. You're a commentator. I'm a
Right. That's why I got specialists like you
yeah,
here
of
with
course.
me today.
Yeah, that's why I'm very vital to this stream.
We're gonna when I get my shot, I'm gonna give you some problems, some work.
See those numbers, guys. Come
Yo,
on.
that's what I'm saying. 1 or 2, man.
What do you guys got? Let me see.
Yo,
You guys
oh, the
vote for
editing is
wrong
amazing.
person? Uh-oh.
Oh, look, the votes are swaying in favor.
Because all of the people that was involved in Marvel at the time, I felt like they just deserved it more than me. Like they was putting in work, they was traveling more than me. So I just felt like at the time, they definitely was well suited way more than me. But just the fact that the fans wanted me in there, you know, it kind of made me feel like, all right, I still can do this. I can still compete and kick their ass, you know. I hate Phoenix with a passion. I think everybody knows this. And then he had the best Phoenix in the world, and I kept losing to that guy. So, but I will never take away from his hard work, like in terms of what he gained with like Magneto Doom and the knowledge that he's gained and shared for Ultimate Marvel Capcom 3 for the community. So I will never take that away from him. But him beating me with Phoenix, yeah, that was ticking me off. You know what? I ain't gonna lie. I was looking forward to in terms of like those pop-offs because I was calling him a fraud. And it led to a lot of things.
They know it's 2 for Yipes, 1 for Champ.
And he refuses
Who do you
to go
vote
to
for?
Dormammu. He's sticking with Phoenix. I don't think this
Yeah,
is a
because
good
he went with
choice.
Dormammu, I would have baked that shit.
What was the bonus to whooping Champ's ass was it was all NorCal in the building and it was all rooting for me.
X back to what? No missiles. Oh, wow. This is huge.
Uh-oh, the crowd doesn't know what to do anymore.
Oh! Yipes! 3-0! Look at him.
So that made me feel even better. So it's funny, if you see the video, I actually got up and I went to Champ and I told him in your hometown with a combination of curses. And I just got up and got the hell up out of there.
Oh, I'm sorry that Yipes got in there. He should not have made it. How could he have been voted in?
You see that fucking smack in the head? Get that shit out my face.
He's so sick.
They had a, you know, in pardon my language, but they had a lot of... This is huge.
So it's funny, if you see the video,
Man,
I
get that
actually
shit the
got
fuck
up
out my face.
And I went to Champ and I told him in your hometown with a combination of curses. And I just got up and got the hell up out of there.
Oh, I'm sorry that Yipes got in there. He should not
Damn,
have
you can
made
really
it.
read my lips. I said it, yo
I don't
hometown,
think this is a good
motherfucker.
Oh, wow.
If you see the video, I actually got up.
Well,
and I
the
went
first
to
words
Champ
I said,
and told him
look.
in your hometown with a combination of curses. And I just got up and got the hell up out of there.
Oh, I'm sorry
Ooh,
that
your
Yipes got in
hometown,
there. He should not
motherfucker.
have
Get that
made
shit
it.
out of here.
How could he have been voted in? That's why he got voted in.
You're right.
Well, that's why he got voted. He's so sick.
They had a, you know, in pardon my language, but they had
Look
a
at
lot
Mike
of
Ross.
fire
Ooh, Mike,
under his
oh,
ass.
Mike
And
like that shit.
when you
Yeah,
vote somebody
Mike.
in, you know, it's like, okay, now show us why we voted you.
Oh, he got his storm. That's the one you want to kill. Bow, bow, bow. No more storm. Here we go.
2004 was supposed to be my first one, but I could have called the days off. So 05 was my first one, and man, I had a great time. You know, first time I'm really meeting some of the West Coast cats, whatever the case may be. So I'm just in that mind frame of me just
Damn, that is
relaxing and chilling.
EVO 05, bro. Look at EVO 05, y'all.
Into that tournament.
Maybe, could you maybe tell us a little bit why you like to play Marvel so much?
Travel, meet new people, meet new friends. A lot of crack, man, a lot of Marvel. You know what I'm saying? Money, there's money involved, so why not?
Like, I was just chilling. No worries. I had no expectations. I'm just a young kid in Vegas. You know what I mean?
Yo,
Just
Duck
following with homies that I was talking with in IRC and SRK, right?
What the fuck? You, whoa! Y'all found this post? Yo, this is on SRK forums, first and foremost. I remember this. He actually ended up on my team. Me and Kamo Fiend, there was a team tournament that happened at EVO 2005, and me and Kamo Fiend teamed up with, I believe, Josh Wigfall. I could be wrong. The footage is out there, though, but I forgot who I teamed up with. But, yeah, this is SRK, bro. Look at my old fucking avatar. The Magneto. You see that shit? Look at that.
I kept making farther and farther in the tournament. And Candace was like, okay, you're done for today. You will play tomorrow, Sunday. You're going to play in the top 8. And I was like, okay, cool. You know, I'm running through the bracket, and I bump into Justin Wong. And mind you, this is I'm very innocent to the tournament scene at the time. I didn't really know about brackets and stuff like that. I remember when they put it on top of the projection screen, you just see the bracket, and you see it like lining up, and I'm like, okay, wow, I'm about to play Justin. Get on the stage, first time I ever played this guy in tournament. Now, mind you, in Chinatown Fair, he's been kicking my ass for like the whole 2 years that I was there, because I originally got to CF, Chinatown Fair Arcade, in 2003. So all that in between time, I had all that training or whatever. And then first time I ever seen him in tournament was in 05, and I beat him.
Good fucking times, bro. Oh, my God.
So, well, the thing was, it was cool. Like, I was happy, but I wasn't super gassed. I was like, well, I'm pretty sure I'm going to see him again, so he's going to kick my ass, right? But in the moment, I'm like, oh, shit. Like, walking off the stage, I'm like, oh, shit, I actually beat this guy, right?
I am Magneto.
And then, only thing is, unfortunately, I could have finished the job because I lost to Duck Dog. Going into 07, though, what whole significant from 05 to 07 is that I bumped into him again in the grand finals, and it was more dominant too at the time because East Coast just reigned supreme. Like, we had some of the West Coast best in the top 8.
Marvel sweat.
Like, it was just East Coast supremacy.
Yo,
so
Marvel sweat. You see this shit?
Best, and it was more dominant too at the time because East Coast just reigned supreme. Like, we had some of the West Coast best in the top 8 whooped their ass.
That's the fucking
like,
mash.
It was just East Coast supremacy. So now it's just me and Justin focused, right?
Justin Wong! Oh my God!
I don't care.
I'm gonna be honest, it was just an execution error that he got that comeback off. But I mean, I wasn't blocking shit, so that's my fault. I mean, if you watch the video, I ran into that uppercut like every single time. But there was a point in time in the video where I hit him with Psylocke, and I did the uppercut, and I didn't get the super at all. So if that super would have came out, we never would have had that moment. But it is what it is. It happened. But in the back of my mind, I was just like, it's just a couple of errors. That was it. You know, I wasn't really nervous. I was shocked. I was hyped. Like, this photo, I'm pretty sure.
That's literally when it happened. Look.
There's photos that James Chen took of me just like really excited, like looking back, like, oh shit, he actually did it. And I was having so much fun at the time, so there was no real nerves there. Bump into Justin Wong once again. Again, I don't really have no expectations, but I see all the homies very happy for me, right? So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna try to make the homies happy. Got rest in peace to my man Remix. He was like hyping me up the whole time. Like, yo, you can do this, man, you can do this.
IFCYipeS first game.
True.
It's all on me. Like, as long as I feel like I don't have nothing to prove to nobody but myself, that's when I get into that zone where, you know, I won't get nervous, because then I could just look back at the win or the loss and be like, okay, I could have done much better.
Damn, where you find this footage though,
even if
bro?
I did win, I'd be like, I could have won in a more, you know, dominating fashion or whatever the case may be. But it's just more so as long as I'm proving it to me that I can still do it and I can hang, then that's when the fun factor comes in, because I'm playing at my best. So I'm not, if the guy's kicking my ass, I'm not gonna feel a certain way or anything, or be nervous or anything like that. And it happened. Beat him, very, very happy with that. And then what made it even more icing on the cake is that Justin Wong congratulated me. He gave me that. Yo, congratulations.
Beat the cross up.
static temperature.
Fuck you, Justin.
What people don't know is I actually twisted my kneecap when I won the championship. So I'm pretty sure people are wondering why there was never no footage of some celebration or whatever the case is. And I get it. You know what I mean? It's not a good look. But after I won, I jumped very, very high. Like, I'm talking like Michael Jordan. What game was that when he made the shot? Was it against the Cavs? Yeah, I kind of jumped that high. And I landed and I twisted my ACL. And then I was getting carried off. Shout out to Mike Ross. You know, for a minute, people thought I twisted my ankle. No, I just caught a football injury playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I was so happy with the adrenaline of winning that I didn't feel anything until I got to the hotel room. But I knew for sure I couldn't stand on my feet right then and there. The adrenaline was pumping so hard, man. My emotions were so high. I'm like, oh my God, I just won EVO. Well, I'm like this, like, And it's crazy because, like, they're wheeling me off. Well, they carrying me off to go sign my papers, like, to freaking, for like, I don't know if it was for tax time, but it was just a sign so I could get my checks or whatever for the time being, for winning EVO. But, man, everybody was just so happy. Like, everybody's carrying me and shit. And I was like, oh my God, you did it, man. They're giving me the pitter-patters, the high fives, and I'm just getting carried by the homies out of here. Like, oh my God, thank you so much. It hurt so much. It was so many emotions at once. I didn't even know how I could handle it. But the one thing I was focused on is that I won EVO. I felt like I did it for my country, Dominican Republic. Because, you know, my parents, you know, my sister, my cousins, everybody back home, they knew what I was doing with my life. And of course, in, you know, the old fashioned, you know, they wasn't cool with that. They was like, man, you're wasting your time. This is in the third. So, you know, the fact that I told them I won and I brought some chicken back home, you know, at that time, $5,000 was a lot. This is when, like, the Toyota Yaris was sponsoring it at the time. So $5,000 for first place was pretty good. I only kept like $1,000. The rest of my family had it. But, yeah, proved it to my homies that I always knew that I could beat Justin. Because, like, I ain't gonna lie, there was so many fanboys of Justin Wong back in Chinatown Fair that it would bother guys like me, bother guys like Sanford Kelly. That's why Sanford was so sharp, so he kept me sharp because of reasons that way, you know what I mean, of that. Because we always felt like we could beat the guy, but a lot of people doubted us, so that was this, yeah, shut the fuck up moment, you know what I'm saying? And I gained more of that respect. You know, I had a different swagger because I was still winning tournaments throughout that whole year. So it was like a continuation, but I think the only thing that I had different there was I had a cane the whole time for the whole year to recover. But yeah. The fact that I could prove my mom wrong, that I was capable of doing this. It's not like it was a profession or whatever, but I just wanted to show that big win, that, you know, I didn't waste time making all that noise, training up and getting better in Marvel.
To my eyes, never rise up. Damn, very nice, very nice. I actually kept a smile on my face the whole time. That was a very, very nice, well done video piece. I can't even stunt, man. Shout out to Bestaban. He's the one that interviewed me when I was, while he was making all of this. I didn't know what was how it was going to look, the end product, right? But he does a fucking amazing job. So, like, it's pretty dope. But yeah, man, like I said before, I have a lot of highlights in terms of games that I think that made me. But I only had to pick 5. And those are kind of the ones that stuck out. There was this one match, but I know for a fact that they would have not found it because it was on the side. I beat PR Balrog with Bison in a tournament in Philly. And this is when he was like EG already, whatever the case is. But yeah, I beat him with Bison. But the footage wasn't out. This was NEC 2011 or Winter Brawl 2011. A lot of fresh blood just don't know, just didn't know that I played games, man. Shit is crazy, right? People just thought I just showed up in the FGC just with a microphone in my hand. Fuck it, let's commentate, man. I'm gonna bring in the new era. I'm gonna usher in the new era. Nah, man. I mean, it's all good, bro. You know, I don't expect everything. I enjoyed my time. That is one thing I will always say. And this is no diss to the new FGC, okay? You guys will never experience something like this. You experience something like this right now, which is good, but there was no better era, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, than the come up of the FGC at the time. I'm gonna be honest. And then I don't think a lot of people in the FGC understand, but I was in 2 eras of fighting games. I did arcades and then consoles. I think people tend to forget that. that we was heavy on the arcade side. You know what I'm saying? We didn't start sitting down playing games until like 2004, 2005. You know what I'm saying? Mainly 2005. But yeah, man. So it's kind of funny when I see all these new guys making these posts and all this shit about, man, these OGs, this, and the third. But then I'm looking at the post and I'm like, well, I mean, my bro, like you wasn't even born yet, or you wasn't even there to have an opinion. Like you wasn't there. So like, how can you have an opinion? See, I can have an opinion about it, right? In terms of comparing it, because I was in both. You know what I mean? But like a lot of people have this opinion about, man, the old school, the OGs. I mean, y'all seen it in Twitter, you know what I mean? And fuck it, you can have an opinion, but you know, just make it make sense. You can't have an opinion on the OG era when fucking you wasn't there. You wasn't even born. You know what I mean? Or maybe you was born, but you just, you know what I'm saying, had no fucking clue what the fuck was going on. But it is what it is, man. I just let social media talk, you know what I'm saying? Instead of just appreciating what came before them, people try to find a way to just shit on it. So it is what it is. And